Hey guys, how are y'all? Welcome back into TOMMYBITES TV. So I'm not going to be here long because your girl don't feel good today. Okay, it was a long day. Went with my husband to the doctor's office, and now I don't feel good. Not like cold or flu or anything like that. Just my lupus bothering me. So we're going to get into this because I've been talking about this for the past 2 years, but this is going on way longer than I've been talking about it. As you enter, please hit that like button because it is beginning. And because it is beginning, some states are actually trying to get laws passed where it doesn't affect any of the employees in their state. Now, I don't know if that will be your state down the road, but they're trying to get ahead of the situation. Hey, welcome in, Shatika, Gardenia Life. Welcome in. Okay, so what's going on is this microchip. Right now, it's not a forced situation. A company started doing this some years ago, and their employees were ready for it. I'm going to show you the video on that, but let's get into this article of what's new with what's going on and what these companies are doing. So let me share this out with you guys. Okay, so a U.S. state is banning forced microchipping as fears about the future of chipping in the workplace grows. Remember, no one can buy or sell. If you read the Bible, this is what it is, okay? Several states have explicitly banned microchipping, but the practice has become more common because more employers want to do it. With some U.S. workers choosing to get chipped, not forced, they're actually choosing to do this. This is a level of control, but it says microchips are injected under the skin, usually between the thumb and the forefinger, and can make identification and contactless payments easier. As of 2024, more than 50,000 people worldwide have been microchipped. So this is not just something going on in China or other countries. This is going on here. The new law, which comes into effect in June, bans employers from asking or requiring workers to undergo the procedure. Microchipping could potentially be used as a means to control or monitor employee behavior. And I agree with that. So I'm glad that some of these states are getting ahead of it and trying to get these laws passed. But what about the states where it's probably not going to get passed? While microchipping hasn't become widespread in the U.S., lawmakers said the rule is a precautionary measure. We don't want to have to try to clean up an impossible mess after it's too late. So we are getting ahead of the problem, they say. The FDA approved the use of human microchips in 2004. They say it's for medical reasons, such as for Alzheimer's patients. They always have a reason for it. Oh, your lost dog. Well, your Ring camera can help with that. Meanwhile, they are policing you through your own Ring camera. The procedure became a trend in Sweden, where thousands of workers were chipped to access restricted office space, store digital tickets, hold emergency contact information. Y'all, how long will they hold that? People so willing to do stuff. Oh, well, my job is doing it. Oh, this sounds exciting. I'm gonna go ahead and try it. You might not even be with that company for long. They could chip you and then get rid of you, but they still got your information to do what with? To share it with who? It says 3 Square Market, a self-service vending company headquartered in Wisconsin, microchipped dozens of workers back in 2017. I'm going to show you that video again for those of you who have not seen it. The company even hosted a chip party for implantation, and they called it the taco and sauce party. Yeah, okay. Forced microchipping has been banned in 12 other states. So here are the states where it is banned, and you ain't got to worry about it for now. Arkansas, California, Missouri, Montana, Nevada, New Hampshire, North Dakota, Oklahoma, Utah, Wisconsin, Indiana, Alabama, and Mississippi. That leaves a lot more states out there. Microchipping laws are most restrictive in Nevada, they say, which not only bans forced microchipping, but prevents people from voluntarily receiving them. because you know it's some people out there, they willing to get it. Chipping remains legal in 37 states, y'all, and Washington, D.C. And legislation to ban involuntary chipping was even shot down in one state. A law restricting microchipping failed to pass in Wyoming for not appropriately addressing animal microchipping. So, you know, they want to microchip us like we microchip our animals in case they're lost. Washington's law would fine businesses a minimum of $10,000 for a first offense, $20,000 for every infraction after that. So states where forced microchipping is banned is Arkansas, California, Missouri, Montana, Nevada, New Hampshire, North Dakota, Oklahoma, Utah, Wisconsin, Indiana, Alabama, Mississippi, Washington. I wanted to repeat that for you guys. So let's look at these, a couple of these videos, and then we can get up out of here. I told y'all this was not going to be a long video, but I do appreciate y'all coming in. I hope that you guys hit that like button and share this video out and help it get out to more people, because people just don't realize the stuff that is going on out here, because they don't really be talking about it, or they'll talk about it, but they'll hide it in the news, way deep in the news, where you ain't going to find it. Okay, so here's the first one. I only have 2 videos. Here's the first one.
2017 time when one company, 3 Square Market out of Wisconsin, decided to implement microchipping their employees. Of course, the employees could say yay or nay.
Employees at one Wisconsin tech company, 3 Square.
So this one is actually going to repeat the one that I'm doing. So let me just go over to that one because it shows a lot better than this one right here. That one's kind of shadowy. Let me see. Right here.
The latest office innovation is a microchip implanted in the skin and designed to replace the traditional keypad for opening doors, using the copier, even buying food in the cafeteria. To some, it's right out of 1984, but Jamie Yukas found willing workers in 2017.
So you can keep an eye on me?
Yes. To some, it may sound like a plot of a James Bond movie, but in River Falls, Wisconsin, employees at a vending company are going from the assembly line to front of the pack to get microchipped.
Do you think this is the future?
It is the future, and we look at this as being responsible.
Todd Westby is the owner of 3 Square Market. By next week, at least 50 of his 80 employees have signed up to become bionic, using what's called a RFID transponder in a microchip meant to make the workplace experience faster and more efficient.
So when you have the chip, you're just going to hold it up here and all those same options will come up?
The implant, which has been FDA approved, is the size of a grain of rice and is injected under the skin between the thumb and index finger by a licensed piercer. This company is offering the chips, which cost about $300 a piece, to its employees for free. Westby says they are.
Yep, they're offering it to you for free. Cool, right? That's what they're making it cool, and it's free. You don't have to, you ain't got to worry about spending your money on this. We got you. This is on us. People, don't fall for it. Do not fall for it. Do not fall for the okie doke.
Not GPS enabled yet.
You're not going to be tracking your employees around town to see what they're up to and what they're doing.
No, we will not. It's for entrance to the building, logging into computers, making purchases in our break room market.
Westby says even if GPS became available, he would not use it on employees.
The concerns are, what information am I storing on this? What information am I giving away?
CNET editor Dan Ackerman says this technology raises red flags over privacy.
Anything can really potentially be hacked, especially because most of the actual information, it's not encoded on the tiny device under your skin of your hand by itself. You can never leave it behind. You can't really turn it off.
However, assembly line worker Eric White plans to be the first in line. He thinks someday the chips could save lives.
Somebody who's allergic to something or has a condition, they could scan your hand and all the information is there.
A promising self-service for some.
Do you see how naive people can be? Yeah, that sounds good on the outer end of it, but it's what's going on behind the shell that's going to get you.
Dystopian nightmare for others. Either way, the future is here.
And so they're not just doing it, not just this company is doing that. Let me see if I can find it. think it was a Dollar General somewhere. Doing something similar. Like there's no cashier. Here it is. Okay, so there's no cashier in the store, and they went into this Dollar General. I don't know if they scanned themselves into that Dollar General, and they just go in and they shop, and all of the cameras are picking you up on what you're getting, and then they charge your account. Again, I say to you, what happens when you're not doing something that they want you to do? You're not falling in line like they want you to fall in line. They can just shut your stuff off. You have access. You can't buy anything. Your access is gone.
On a ski trip, and we stumbled on this Dollar General that is in the middle of nowhere, that is open 24/7, has absolutely no cashiers, and you just swipe your card and enter in. Whatever you pick up, it automatically charges you based on the cameras.
You see all these
you don't
cameras?
have to check out.
So we're at this Dollar General in the middle of the mountains, and apparently you scan your debit card and they just charge you for everything as you're shopping, and you just walk out with it. This feels so weird, and there's nobody here. You just come in, get what you need, and you just walk out.
Apparently, this is the first and only Dollar General of its kind in the entire country. It makes me wonder, is this the future of shopping?
Anything. You may be excused.
So this is going to be the start of it. You'll see this trying to enter the grocery stores and things like that. I showed you that, what was going on in China with that, and you having to scan your card or whatever. And if it's not correct, you can't go in, you can't buy anything. You can't use someone else's card because it's linked to you. That's the biometric part of it. So the next step is the chip. It's all about control, you guys. I'm interested to know what you guys think about it. Let me know in the comments. And thank you guys for coming in. I decided to do this as a live because I don't have time to edit. I just want to be done with the video and lay down and hopefully get a little bit of rest. So thank y'all for coming in. Hey, Love Pugs, how are you? Hey, Prayer Warrior, Sophia, thank you for coming in. Linda, Giovanni, John, Bobby. I appreciate y'all coming in. Sally, Jean, Shedrick, Shatika, good to see you as always. Yes, iRobot and so many other movies. We see these movies showing us all the time what's coming, and we think that, you know, it's weird to see in the movie, but to think about that in reality is something totally different, because then it becomes your life that's being controlled. And so many people now are ordering these robots, Shatika, to put them in their homes to help them with the laundry and all this other stuff, household things. But what happens when things go crazy? That's a good question. See y'all in the comments. Bye. Don't forget to hit that like.